What's up, y'all? I had a conversation with a friend the other day, and I said to him, I was like, look, since I've been involved with left-wing politics, most of the people that I've engaged, most of the people I've met over the years look like something out of the TV show Portlandia. Now, I haven't watched too many episodes of Portlandia, but I've seen at least the first couple, and it really hit home for me because I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, this is like the goofy-ass culture that the left has created. So it's not just like liberals who have created a really goofy culture. It's just the left in general. And I'm speaking broadly here, progressives, anarchists, socialists, communists. It is funny to me, but it's also disturbing. Okay, it's funny because I know people who really will get upset, or I've met people over the years. Can't say I know people. I have met people over the years who would get upset if you couldn't tell them that their chicken came from a free-range area, or that they would be offended if somebody ate meat around them because they were a vegetarian, or would lecture you on any number of your sort of consumer habits, lifestyle habits. I've met plenty of those people, and they're really goofy over the years. The problem is they can really turn people off. The other problem is the people that I know, well, let me back up for a second. I live in Michigan City, Indiana, as I'm sure most of you know who watch this channel. And where I live, and I would argue this is the case for most of the country, but definitely for the Midwest, definitely for the South, and also large parts of the West Coast and East Coast, there is a sense on the left that America looks and acts and talks like the people in Portlandia. In my world, in the America that I understand, most people look, act, and talk like the characters from the TV show Roseanne. They do not look, act, and talk like the people from Portlandia or any number of these sort of hipster, like quasi-ironic, weird fucking shows that really cater to like a small niche audience of downwardly mobile, overly educated millennials who spend too much time online sharing memes. Like, that's not fucking reality. Like, reality is truck stops and Waffle Houses and Kmarts and Walmarts and strip malls and gas stations and liquor stores and cigarette discount outlets and bars and restaurants. Like, most of the people that live around me, live where we live, those are the places that they work at, retail stores. And most people look, act, and talk like John Goodman and Roseanne Barr from the TV show. Like, people go to the grocery store and like beat up pajama pants and sweatpants with like old New Balance shoes on and like torn up jackets that they might have bought at the Big R or at Kmart or something. That's like what most of America looks like. And the culture that exists in that America is a fucking world away from the hipster, yuppie, weird-ass culture that exists in on the left and, say, in a TV show, I think best symbolized by the TV show Portlandia. And it's even true locally. So here in Michigan City, like, the people who stand out and look different in Michigan City are the ones with, like, groomed beards, like these guys who have the groomed beards and like the circular glasses on with like definitely a beer belly, always with the beer belly, and like, flannel shirts and like really tight jeans, even though they're 40 or 50 pounds overweight. Like, those people fucking stick out where we live. Like, people don't dress like that. People don't fucking look like that. People don't, where we live, like, give a shit about what kind of beer you drink on the weekend. Like, nobody gives a fuck if it's a double IPA or if it's a fucking Schlitz. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck if you get your coffee in the morning from Dunkin' Donuts or like the local boutique bullshit coffee shop that's charging you up the ass $6-7 so you can get some fancy named coffee with some fucking milk that was probably taken from some country that we bombed 40 or 50 years ago. Like, the fuck are we talking about? Anyway, I don't want to digress too much. The point of this is that America is much more Roseanne than it is Portlandia. If the people that you're around look, act, and talk like the people from Portlandia, don't expect that those people will ever be able to effectively reach out and do political work with the people who come from Roseanne world, because they won't. The people from Roseanne world will probably slap the shit out of some of these hipster goofballs, the ones that you'd find in a TV show like Portlandia. So, I guess the basic message of this video is snap out of it, because if you live in Portlandia world, you're not living in reality. And you're not in touch with 85% of this country.